gini pun boleh juga. Aku lipat kaki belah sini ke aku lipat belah kaki belah sini kalau awak? Alhamdulillah. So today we have Marlini and it's going to be a very interesting discussion. So Marlini, can we be truly riba free?
That's a very good question. Can we be truly riba free? The answer is no and yes. Okay. Usually people will say yes and no, but why I'll start with no and yes. Okay. Okay. Let's take loan for example. Okay. Can you avoid loan? Can, provided you have the money, you save the money, right, and you are able to fully pay, then you avoid loan. Right. But sometimes circumstances may not allow you to do so. For example, you need a roof over your head, right? And as you can see, the current housing market price right now, right? It's impossible for someone who just started working, started a family, want to come out with $500,000 or 400,000. So, and you need to have a home, right? So it is permissible for you to have a loan. So means that indirectly you're involving in riba, right? But yes, you can live riba free if you make the effort, discipline to fasten up to repay your loan as fast as possible, right? So that you are able to clear off your debt and to have a riba free life. Okay, so this is one of the example for loans, right? So even for deposits, savings deposit in Singapore, there is Sharia deposits, right? With some of the banks, right? Of course, the most common banks that we are using because of the easiness and the convenience of their app, easily accessible ATMs island-wide. Yes, we stick to that bank, right?
Yes.
But you should not be using that bank has a place for you to actually keep a lot of money.
Saving, you mean?
Yes, for savings. Savings, you can actually channel it to Sharia Islamic deposits account, right?
Which one do you have? You would like to share with our?
Oh, you can
listeners?
easily actually put it, Google it, right? In Singapore, we have Maybank, we have RHB, you have CIMB, and specifically, you can actually request for the Islamic deposits account, right? Okay, so that is on the savings part. How about investment? Again, investment, there's a variety of investment in Singapore. There is also Sharia compliance, right? So we need to make a due diligence to understand, to make sure that whatever that we involved in is actually riba free, right? So that's how you can live a riba free life.
We talk about just now, you mentioned investment, right? So what is Aman Amanah Advisory Group, the group that you are in with me? The approach on investment for Muslim.
Okay, I'm very blessed. First thing first, I'm with an independent financial firm. Okay, independent means that I'm actually not tied up with any organization that I'm forced to sell only the product that they have. Means that I can actually source for a lot of products in the market, right? And that we can actually tap on. Okay, then I'm also very blessed that in the company itself we have a department called FIWA, right? And these are the advisors. And these advisors, they are not financial consultant. They are not financial. They are salary employees. They are even independent advisors to actually guide us on the Sharia part, right? So with these two, to me, these two is very important. Okay. So that when I actually make an advice to my client, when I propose a solution, right? My solution is actually unbiased kind, right? Like it or not, we are all humans, right? And if this is your rice bowl, and if I only able to actually sell one product, let's say I only have one Sharia products, I will try my very best to convince my client that this is the only solution, right? But when I'm able to actually go have variety of products available, right? Then I can actually see that, hey, what product actually suit this client? Okay, so I give an example. Everyone's journey is different. Okay, there's no one product that fills all kind. Okay, we need to understand that the purpose of this person, what is the goal, what is the objective, how long this person have, and let's say, for example, in event of emergency, how can this person survive and sustain that kind of plan? Right, so you have to take into all this into consideration, right? Doesn't mean that, oh, I only have a investment linked policy, so I must make sure that this person can do with this investment linked policy. I think we all have learned during the COVID period, during the circuit breaker, right? Some of us lose our job, some are lower paid, right? And they have insurance policy to pay off. And if they, let's say for example, they have commitments, let's say if a policy they are not able to pay, then they will lose out. They would lose out in terms of financially, in terms of coverage, all that stuff, right? Then they cannot make that kind of adjustment. So a lot of time people like freedom. Okay, as for myself, I like to ask my client even further things like, in case something happens to you, right? Can you afford to pay this premium? Where your money come from and everything. When you be as honest as possible with me, right? Then I can deliver my job.
From what you have just shared,
Uh,
please share with us why you choose Aman Amanah Advisory Group.
I'm from conventional tied agents, right? And while I'm doing my job, naturally, I capture a lot of my natural market. Means that those Muslims, Malay Muslims, who actually seek advice from me in terms of financial planning, right? So as I go along, I realized that a lot of Muslims are actually concerned that I want something that is riba free. I want something that is permissible in Islam, right? When I asked Ustaz Google will have variety of answers. Okay, of course, some Ustaz Google will say, oh, it's totally not permissible. Some Ustaz Google will say, oh, it's permissible with condition this and that. Okay, so of course I know that it's time for me to actually find out okay, what is truly meant by Islamic wealth advisory, right? That's when I discover FIWA, right? And of course, FIWA actually first initially offered me to a team with some mixed races team, right? And I told them, no, I do not want that. Okay, if I want that, I would have stayed at where I am, right? So I told them that I want a team who is champion in Islamic wealth advisory. And they say there's only one team, which is Aman Amanah Advisory. And I say, I want that team.
So, okay. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Marlini.
Welcome.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Waalaikumsalam.